Hello to all my dedicated viewers and welcome to Hello to all my dedicated viewers and welcome to part 1.5 of this video. Let's get right into it. You all know why you're here, and that is some more details. There will be riding footage from the same day, which the video I'm assuming you just watched. There will be more footage from that. And so yeah, this isn't all just about my wetsuit and my camera, but I was excited and I wanted to share this with you guys. Alright, first things first. Anybody who's watching this, I assume you would already know that I bought myself a... You'd probably know what the wetsuit is better than me. Neo Sport. I bought myself a 5mm Neo Sport wetsuit, and after wearing it once, it started to split on the back. And I told you guys that I was going to return it. I purchased that on Amazon, and at the time I was purchasing that, BJ was also purchasing himself a O'Neill wetsuit. We both suited up one day and went out riding. It was our first time testing our new wetsuits, and I was blown away at the quality difference of BJ's wetsuit over mine. So, when I returned my wetsuit, I decided that instead of going shopping on Amazon, I would go to a local shop, which is Shoe Swap Ski and Board. They are a water sports shop here local in Calgary. And I decided I would bite the bullet and go there and get myself an O'Neill wetsuit. Now, the one that BJ got wasn't terribly expensive. I think he paid $240 Canadian, which is extremely reasonable. I walked in through the doors and I said, I want to ride my jet ski late into the season. I want the warmest wetsuit that you have. And blammo, I ended up with their Psycho series. And don't tell Megan how much this costs. For real, because she asked me and I said, do you really want to know? And she said, if you're saying that, then probably not. Any of you guys who know anything about wetsuits will know that this is an expensive wetsuit. I can't really afford this. I can't afford insurance on my car right now. That's why I'm still driving my truck, that, and I need my truck to move my jet ski around. But normally this time of the year, I take my work truck off of the road, I take the insurance off of it, and I park it. And I start driving my car because my car is very easy on fuel and it's a winter beater and I don't really care what happens to it. But the cost of my insurance went up this year and I can't even really afford to insure my car. So I'm going to wait as long as I can into the season before pulling the insurance off of my truck and then figure out what I'm going to do about my car. Anyway, yeah, I bought this wetsuit and it is mind-blowing. Like, it's in a different universe than the Neo Sport wetsuit. Those of you watching this probably already know that I wear a Jet Pilot wetsuit during the summer. This thing, it's like a whole other creature. It's just mind-blowing. First of all, the stretch of the material is insane. It has this waterproof, windproof barrier and a couple of spots on it through your kind of vital organs and stuff, where your kidneys are. When you open it up, just first of all, the materials just feel crazy. It's super stretchy, super pliable. This is a 4-3 wetsuit, all seams sealed. It fits ridiculously well around the ankles and wrists. When you open it up, and this is in no way sponsored by O'Neill, this is just one of those things where I walked into the shop and I was like, this is way too much money, and then I tried it on and I was like, well, that's why it's that much money. Open up the zipper and it's got this neoprene part here that folds out. You step into it, you get it all on, you get your arms in. And then once you get your arms in, you actually pull this up over your head. And then when you kind of close this all up and zipper it up, you're completely sealed in there. And it's extremely comfortable. And I haven't actually worn it in the water yet, but just by trying it on, I can tell it's going to seal up very well and work extremely well. So the reason why I ended up with this wetsuit and a 4.3 is because it's going to be usable in a wider range of temperatures. Basically with the 5mm, I could only use it on the extreme cold side of things. With this wetsuit, it'll take me down to the coldest temperature that I want to ride, but also I will be able to ride it on days when the water is still fairly cold, but the air temperatures say, 20 Celsius or so. All right, I've blabbered on long enough about the wetsuit. Now I'm going to skip to my mid-camp, skip the balloon, my darling. As you guys will know, I've been working on a camera mount. I've worked through 3 versions now. I've sent version 1 over to Jet Ski Brothers. They're going to do some testing and playing around with it. I've actually tested version 1, version 2, and version 3. Version 4 is actually going to be probably the ultimate version. The basic ideas behind this is going to be epic. This might actually be something that I sell a few of. So this is version 3, and it's actually different in several ways from version 1 and version 2. One of those ways is that these pieces come off quite easily. Just turn a thumb screw and they come out. They can be placed back in. So this is the brilliant part of this, which nobody else has ever done. This is going to be a game changer. There's going to be You're riding along and you're filming your buddy, but you hear a sound over your shoulder, or you're going to do a bit of a turn and you want to make sure somebody isn't going to slam into you. You turn your head like this. Ordinarily, the camera would go whoop, whoop, and that would be very distracting. With this, that doesn't happen. Your head turns, but the camera will continue pointing forwards. If you want it to point to the side, so you're riding along, and I've seen the Jet Ski Brothers doing this several times. That's one of the things that gave me this idea. If you want to film somebody, you're doing a drag race out on the water or whatever, you simply... I have moved on to version 4, which is a more compact, lower profile, lighter weight, heavier duty, easier to use version of version 3. Anyway, as you guys can tell, I'm way too excited about this, and I've blabbered on for way too long. I'll now shut up and let you get into the video. my throttle isn't operating. It keeps freezing up. So yeah, not good. My nose is freezing. Whew. I really want to go take a trip down that way, but yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it real hard here. So my body's toasty warm, my hands are warm, my feet are a little bit chilly but not too bad. But yeah, it's mostly my nose and face are cold, but the biggest problem I'm having is that the jet ski just won't work. I'll try to get you guys a shot, but the throttle's completely frozen up. It's actually stuck on right now. Don't know if that will focus, but it won't pull in and it won't come out. So I'm not sure what to do about that. But that's obviously a problem, right? Woo! My palms are staying really warm. But yeah, obviously the outside of the gloves, the water hits them. Look at my my trim lever. I was worried at first that my footwells would freeze up, and if they freeze up, then I won't be able to stand on it. But anyway, I think I'm gonna take my helmet off, change out some batteries, check out the jet ski real carefully to make sure I'm not going to have any problems, and then head down, try to get one good trip in. I don't think I can. I don't know if I can even take these off with all this ice on them. I have to put them in the water, thaw them. There we go. Congratulations! If you've made it this far in the video, that means you are in fact a dedicated viewer, and thanks for watching. A few things I wanted to say before ending the video. As you can imagine, riding in these conditions is quite difficult. I'm not sure how well you guys could see, but the palms of my hands were actually staying quite warm because of the handlebars, but there was a layer of ice forming over the backs of the gloves, and when I got off, I actually couldn't move my fingers very well. I don't know if you guys are going to believe this, but the next video does get quite a bit more crazy than this one, so you're going to want to stick around and watch that. It's going to be part 2. It should be released on Tuesday. What else did I want to say? It's very hard to talk with this mask on, and it's squishing in on your cheeks and going like this, and it makes it really hard to talk. And it's also pushing in on your chin, squeezing everything. So that was a little bit miserable. Once you have the gloves on, even if they're not frozen with a layer of ice, it makes it really hard to move your fingers or push on anything. They're 5mm gloves. I think in a previous video, I said they were 7mm. Anyway, I was sure, oh, it does. It says 7mm right there. 7mm. So, as I was saying, it is quite difficult to make these videos, but it's also quite rewarding. It's a lot of fun to struggle through something and come out successful. I guess in this case, just not die. But anyway, it's exciting. It's also rewarding because I have a group of loyal viewers who watch and comment, and I enjoy that quite a bit. I'm gonna try to get out more this year. BJ and I are planning on getting out this week, and I definitely have to get out to put this wetsuit to use. Now that I've paid for it, I need to get my money's worth out of it. So I'm gonna have to make several more trips this year. Hopefully the water stays liquid form and doesn't turn to ice and allows that to happen. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.